Hey everyone, I'm Vic Shandor, Superintendent at York County Schools. I'm here with Associate Director of Maintenance and Facilities, Greg Dolak. It's been 3 weeks since the fire here at the Grafton complex, and it's been 2 weeks since we provided a video status update. So we're going to provide you some information now. So Greg and I are going to just walk into the electrical room where the fire took place. And as you can see, and I'll get out of the way, you can see that the unit has been removed. So Greg, can you talk a little bit about some of the work that's been done here, and then I'll follow that up with the time frame question.
Sure. As you can see, the unit's been removed. That process started last Monday. The unit's been removed, all the pieces are gone, and they have been shipped off to a testing facility to help with the investigation. What you can see right now are the remnants of the lines that are feeding the distribution panels throughout the building. So one of the next steps that we have to do is determine how much of this material here is usable or needs to be replaced.
Thank you, Greg. Talk to us just a little bit about the scope and the time frame for replacing such unit or building this unit.
Sure. As we said last time, the unit itself is a custom-made unit. The construction time, the lead time for that unit is approximately 16 weeks, but that doesn't include the engineer and design aspect of that. So what we've done now is, because the unit has already been designed, Eaton, who's the manufacturer of the switchgear, has expedited us on their production schedule. So we hope to cut that time approximately in half to get the unit here in a faster time frame.
So as we're talking about a faster time frame, we want to make sure as the school division that we are working at a solid pace, right, but making sure that we're doing things in a safe manner. Right. Talk to me about that.
One of the things we have to do is we have a lot of supplemental systems, low voltage, high voltage systems. We've had meetings now with our low voltage contractors to talk about their systems, and the goal of that is to try to establish the functionality of their equipment as much as possible before we put power back on the building. This coming week we're going to meet with our electrical engineers, our electrical contractor, and contractors to determine what the next steps are for testing this wire both here and then throughout the complex. We're trying to eliminate as many problems as we can when the switchgear comes back on, that we hope to be able to restore and have full 100% use of the building.
Thank you, Greg. All right, as we shared last week, there was a part of the building we couldn't have access to, and this is that area right now. We couldn't have access to it because our insurance wouldn't let us come to this area. So Greg, if you'll share a little bit about what we have in front of us.
Sure, this is the transfer switch for the building. The generators run power through this and then off to the building when the generator's in function. As you can see, there is some partial disassembly going on here. We're in the process of determining how much of this is usable and how much will need to be replaced.
Thank you, Greg. All right, so the restoration team has been in the complex 6 days a week, 10 hours a day so far. So Greg, talk to us a little bit about that time frame, where that's going to be.
Sure, what we're looking at the current staffing rate, there's approximately 100 employees here working on the complex. That should get us finished before the arrival of the electrical switchgear. If something would change, Belfour has the ability to staff up to meet our needs. So we feel pretty confident in the timeline being established.
So we've talked a lot about the electrical damage and some of that work and manufacturing of the unit, so to speak. Talk to us a little bit about the safety. As you can see, we have folks behind us cleaning books. We have student materials being cleaned. Talk a little bit about the level of detail in that work.
Right. As Vic said, they are going through and cleaning personal items, teacher items, student items, and that depends, the level of cleaning depends on the damage in the area. So this area right here is the back two hallways. So every piece of equipment, every item out of that area has been cataloged, photographed, inventoried, brought out to this area here, and then it's thoroughly cleaned. And then it will be boxed back up and returned to the classroom after the restoration process is finished.
All right, thank you. So Mr. Dolak provided some information related to the electrical room and where we are with the manufacturer. He also shared a little bit about that emergency panel that connects to the generator. We've also got to take a look at, around the school, a lot of the cleaning that's going on with regards to the school itself, as well as some of the other materials, student materials and teacher materials. So with that said, I'm going to turn it over to Dr. Carroll, who is our Chief Operations Officer. He's going to talk to us a little bit about where we are with the pace of this project.
All right, thank you, Dr. Shandor. So I think at first we want to assure the community that we feel good about our timeline. We are on pace, and we've been getting great help from our partners that start with our insurance company that's funding a lot of this work, as it's insurable, also our partners, the contractors and the county have been a great help in giving us assurances that we're going to get things done and on a timely basis. And as I know Mr. Dolak talked about the order of the electrical components and the cleaning, and so we feel good about where we are on pace with that, and that we're going to be able to do everything in a safe manner.
So we're looking at the May 26th deadline. Obviously, we need to talk about worst case scenario and some complications with impact. So talk to us a little bit.
Correct. So while we're confident of that timeline, once everything gets back in, the building's clean, the electrical components are installed and tested, then there comes operating everything that electricity touches. And so we'll be making other related systems operational, like air conditioning system, electronics that are in the building, and then of course we have things like weather, as we just had a snow event last Friday. So those are the types of things that could delay us, and so of course contingency planning for that will be crucial.
Thank you, Dr. Carroll. I hope this video provided you with, again, more clarity related to the work that's being done at the complex. Mr. Dolak and Dr. Carroll have worked around the clock, as well as our team and principals and everyone else, as we've worked through this situation. I really appreciate everyone's flexibility and adaptability as we've had to change the schedules of our students for both Grafton High School, Grafton Middle School, York High School, and Tab Middle School. I know this change has been a struggle, but we knew from the beginning when something of this magnitude happens, there are pain points along the way. We're going to continue working through each of the concerns that we're faced with. Appreciate the community support, appreciate the parents' support, and we'll keep moving forward. We are going to have to work on some adjustments with the schedule moving forward. We have again been in constant communication with the Department of Education and the state superintendent, so we're hoping to roll that plan out as soon as possible. Thank you again.